Guys, hello and welcome to Dine at Home, week collaboration with Aktar Islam from Othine and also Bulgaria. A massive thank you to Aktar for collaborating with us this week. We actually went over to the restaurant and got all the gear on Wednesday, and honestly it was absolutely incredible. Had to finish all the sauces, had to finish all the marinades, so the bases, everything was all done by him. Had a good catch up with him. And yeah, it was incredible. So it was amazing to have him collaborating with us this week. I'm forever grateful and a really good friend as well. So thank you. And equally, thank you to all of you for buying one. Absolutely selling on hotcakes this week. We actually did a bit more boxes as well. So I think there's a couple, literally one or two boxes still available. So if you're deliberating, deliberate really quickly, guys, because I think they're going to be swiftly taken after this video. So we'll move straight on to this week's dinner. Replacing our usual bread and milk loaf is a beautiful naan bread, which is a roasted garlic naan, which you'll see, which I've actually soaked in a beautiful garlic and onion butter. And equally, you also have a beautiful whipped caramelised onion butter as well to have with it. I would recommend this, to be fair. I mean, you can have it before you eat if you'd like to start it, but I'd recommend having this with the main course. Really simple, through the oven at 180 for literally 2 to 3 minutes just to warm through. Essentially, you can put it into the alternatively, sorry, you can put it into the toaster just for a couple of minutes just to warm through, and then just literally nice sort of ladle of butter all on top as well. And just go deliciously with your main course. As I said, alternatively, you can have it with your starter or before. So onto your starter. I've tried to keep it quite themed. Obviously, in essence, of just using a little bit of spice. That's all. Not necessarily sort of ingredient spice, but this is just spice. So you've got a beautiful braised piece of pork belly. This is quite a long, lengthy piece, quite slim and lengthy. Some of you guys might have a short, a bit more thicker piece, or some guys might have 2 thinner pieces. Yeah, the pork belly came in those different shapes and sizes this week. So I'm going to show you this one, which is a long and thin piece. Again, you might have different sizes or different amounts, but again, it's exactly the same. I have a pot of 5 spice powder, which is basically a dry rub mix with 5 spice, a bit of cayenne, salt and flour. Basically, I'd recommend sort of putting that onto your plate. You won't need loads, but I have put loads in there just well, in case you've got a couple of pieces. And basically just get it nice and thin, equal quantities all in around, and then just drop your pork belly in there. Get it evenly covered. You can always rub it all on as well. But do shake off the excess. You don't want all that excess powder in because it won't be a very nice texture. You do sort of want that excess off, and you can see already there's absolutely loads, but the smell is absolutely delicious. So that goes, obviously that's all done. The rest of the accompaniment is a beautiful pickled carrot and mouli salad, which is all pretty much ready to go. A very rich, indulgent, sort of really richly umami and salty teriyaki dressing made from scratch. Some salted peanuts, which we've actually picked those from the trees ourselves. Lovely. And then a beautiful soy sauce mayonnaise as well. So that will really get the creamy and the sort of thickness and richness of that will go really well with your starter as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to even show you how to do it. I'm just going to talk you through. It's super simple. Non-stick pan on a medium heat. Put a little bit of vegetable oil in. Sit it in. As soon as it starts crisping on one side, flip it over, crispen on the other side. Finish it with a little knob of butter. That's it. Good. And then you can start plating it straight away. Join me in about 2 to 3 minutes. What I'll do is I'll show you the finishing stage of your crispy pork belly. I'll see you in about 3 minutes. Okay guys, so it's been about 2 to 3 minutes so I've caramelised my pork belly. As you can see, I'll just bring it over to you. As you can see, it's nice, it's starting to caramelise and crisp up. I didn't mention, I've also removed the skin layer at the very top. So you haven't got to crisp any skin or anything like that. It's been removed completely, just nice and soft. So all we're doing is just sort of crisping and caramelising that beautiful 5 spice. That's all we wanted to do. So I've just popped a little knob of butter in there to finish it off. I would say that's not essential, but I definitely recommend doing it 100% because it has that beautiful sort of sheen to it, but also finishes off the cooking and cools down the pan. So when your pan's nice and hot, you're in control all the time. I'm going to put my pork belly on there. And equally, you've almost made yourself a 5 spice butter, essentially, by just doing that. So just go through the other components as we play. I'm not going to need resting, it certainly doesn't need seasoning. The salt in the 5 spice powder. We've also brined the pork belly as well, so it definitely doesn't need any more seasoning. I've just very simply put the mouli and carrot into a little mixing bowl. This is one portion, or just a little over. So you guys who share will have a double that portion. As I said, you have teriyaki sauce, peanuts, salted peanuts, and then your soy mayonnaise as well. I'm just going to go through the plating how I would plate, and that's it. So I would pop that right in the middle of your plate. Some of you may be thinking, oh, doesn't the pork belly need to go in the oven? It can go in the oven if you'd like to. If you'd like it a bit crispier or absolutely raging hot, you can do it if you want to. It doesn't need to, if it's already pre-cooked, you're just reheating it. Sort of crispy pork belly, but if you want to put it in the oven, these guys feel obviously more than welcome to do that. So mix your mouli and your carrot as much as you possibly can. We call this a little clouche. It's a nice little clouche. Carrot's going to put that on the end as opposed to over the top. Beautiful clouche of carrot and mouli. Just the carrot itself is just beautiful, nothing else. And then again with your mayonnaise, give that a nice stir. Beautiful. Don't be shy with this. It's who knows it. It is obviously quite highly seasoned, but it's absolutely delicious. Nice soy mayonnaise on the side there. Some scattered peanuts, just to obviously nice bit of texture around the dish itself. And finally, teriyaki dressing. As I said, this is super rich and indulgent. This is proper tasty. Seasonally pickled salad, a little bit on the pork belly, tomato sauce, and then just a couple sort of dotted around, just like that. There we are, guys, a real nice sort of Asian twist to a starter. Pop it over there for you. So you've got a nice 5-spice pork belly with your pickled carrot and mouli salad, salted peanuts, and then your soy mayonnaise on the side as well. Guys, enjoy, and we'll see you in about 2 to 3 minutes to the collaboration main course. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed your starter. With me and Michael was eating it. I thought it was absolutely delicious, so hopefully you enjoyed it as well. So your main course and the collaboration with Aktar, again, huge thank you to him, absolute legend. So here it is, you have a liver to share, you have a lamb rub to share, which is between 9 and 10 ounces. So a nice amount of meat, which has been cooked in a little bit of lamb fat. And then once it's cooked, we roll it in a beautiful marinade, basically lamb marinade from Aktar himself. And it's mixed with a tiny bit of yogurt. And basically, he recommended to either roast it in a pan if you would like to, or you can just put it onto a tray straight into it's totally up to you. It's already cooked, so all we need to do is reheat it. But to make sure you sort of get all that beautiful marinade into the pan or into the tray, whatever you decide to do. So I'll show you how to cook that. I have pulled that out of the fridge a good hour before I'm cooking it, so that because it's cooked, it still needs to cook to room temperature. So make sure you do the same. And then your beautiful lamb shoulder potato terrine with a little bit of curry butter through each layer as well. Absolutely delicious. Stunning raita. This is for one person, so that's obviously a bigger mix, which is basically coriander, mint, a little bit of chili, and some garlic mixed through into a paste, and we bind that into some fresh Greek yogurt. We have a fermented gem lettuce, or pickled gem lettuce, which is half a gem lettuce between 2 people. So you just halve it down the centre, and that's just a quick reheat job. No real question with that. And then you've got a beautiful lamb sauce. We've gone real big on the sauce because essentially we want it to feel like it's a curry. So this is a pot for 1. You'll get a bigger pot for 2 people. I recommend heating that either in the microwave or in the pan. It's completely vegetarian, so all with vegetables, so you haven't got to worry about changing your vegetarian counterpart. So literally just enjoy that sauce as you are. And obviously I would recommend, I've just put a picture of it, I would recommend just doing the naan bread for this particular dish as well, because they go really well with sauce, especially in soy sauce as well. So, reheating what I said, that one in a pan, that one room temperature, and then this is just literally onto a tray for 3 to 4 minutes, probably while your lamb, as long as it's resting, would be ideal. Perfect. Okay, so we have lamb rump, so if you want to come over here, I'll show you how to reheat your lamb rump. There's absolutely caked in that beautiful lamb marinade. Okay, so I'm here. I'm personally going to put it into a pan, but again, guys, it's totally up to you. You haven't got to at all put it into a pan. You can quite easily. Just put it onto a tray like I've done with your terrine, and that's all you've got to do. I just want to get a little bit of heat in there beforehand, and equally I want to just sort of roast that fat a little bit as well. So medium pans on, we'll start to roast straight away. Now they're going to be very, very good. It's all cooked, so you can use the same tray, no cross contamination, you can use all the same tray completely. I'm just going to wash my hands super quick. It's quite a messy job. Of course, it's roasted. Yeah, so I'll just wash my hands quickly. Oh, it smells absolutely insane. I'm just going to turn it up a little bit. Obviously it's yogurt, so it will start to sort of split out a little bit. We don't really want, obviously we don't want it to split entirely. We just want to have a little bit of colours. Oh, the flavour, the smell of that is absolutely unbelievable. See at the top, starts to char nicely on the top. Again, just put a little knob or two in there. That's all I'm going to do, just top and bottom, super, super simple. I'm going to put my lamb terrine in there as well. Tiny knob of butter onto there as well. All been seasoned, guys, you haven't got to season it at all. Just going to absolutely beautifully. Okay, perfect. So, once you've done that, I'm going to knock this off and pop the lamb rump, which is obviously shared between the two, onto there, and then all that sort of mix or marinade has come off. Make sure you pop that back on top of your lamb. So all them flavours are going to go so well. Yeah, look at that, absolutely stunning. Obviously, it's, you get two to share. Obviously, you get two pieces of terrine between the two. The lamb's there to share. So we're going to pop it in the oven, 180 degrees between 10 and 12 minutes to ensure that the core temperature of that lamb is completely cooked. And then we'll see you in 10 to 12 minutes while we're plating. Okay guys, so there is less than a minute left on my timer, so that's about to go off any second. I just wanted to say it's been in there for 10 minutes. I did put a little bit of greaseproof paper underneath my, sorry about the noise. I did put a little bit of greaseproof paper under my potato terrine, okay? So on the instructions I've said to obviously allow your lamb and potatoes to come out to rest, and then while they're resting, pop in your germinators, which is exactly what we're going to do. I've just halved the germinators, and it's in a little pickle, so I've just gently squeezed the germinator. I don't want all that pickle still in there, which is good backpack. The back bag essentially really pushes all that pickle in straight, but when you undo it, the air gets into it, allow that sort of pickle to drip back out, okay? So I've just halved that. Doesn't require any seasoning again, guys, just leave it exactly how it is. And we'll have a look at the lamb and potatoes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Incredible. Okay, so the lamb, look at that. Absolutely stunning. And the terrine as well. It's slightly expanded, slightly sort of expanded and separated slightly. It looks absolutely superb. The lamb again, superb, nice and firm. So it needs a little time to relax. So what I'm going to do is allow that to sit on the side. I will take the lamb off that hot tray. Pop it onto my board. You don't want to cook it anymore. Make sure, guys, you get all that. This is flavour. Make sure you get all in. It's gone crispy, it doesn't matter. Make sure it all goes back on. Remember, we've got our sauce, so when the sauce goes back on, when the sauce goes over this, that's the main sauce. That would essentially be the curry part of that element. Okay, germinated straight in. Literally for a minute or two. My sauce is boiling in the back, I'm just going to pop that off. Perfect. Okay. So at home, 2 to 3 minutes is all it takes. So that is to sit, relax. We have our raita, which is at room temperature. We have our potato terrine with the lamb, the beautiful lamb shoulder, which has been beautifully curried. There's going to be curry butter fruits there as well. That's all ready to go. Raita's ready to go. The lamb's resting. The sauce is at the back. Germinators in the oven, just literally very simply having a little bit of heat to it. That will literally take 2 minutes. That's all it will take. You don't want to pull it or roast it. If you do, you can. It's absolutely fine. I don't. I just want to keep it nice and sort of almost fresh. And just a little bit of heat for it. That's it. The sauce is still good. We've smoked the sauce as well. It's absolutely good. Okay, I'm going to go for it. I can't wait anymore. So this is to share, guys. Okay. Lamb is to share. So I'm just going to nick off the end. Right. all the juice coming through. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to go straight into the middle anyway, so you're going to get the money shot. Oh wow, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful medium crease on there. I'll rest it personally for a couple of more minutes, just because, you know, I'm doing it for the video. I'll rest it for a couple of more minutes. Beautiful actual cake. Some caramelise on the bottom. You can't beat this, guys. Good luck getting this anywhere else. Generally, it's nicely warm. Sits over the side, just like that. Nice and tight. Waiter, this is for one person. Don't be shy with this, this is going to be absolutely unbelievable. Make sure all supplies back in. Do a nice quick stir. Just like that. Nice little piece. Just on the side. Wow. Wow, wow, we wow. Okay, pour this over here. There's your lamb, and I'm going to sauce it right in front of you. So this is a beautiful smoked lamb sauce. So we've smoked it in house here. We've smoked it all in house here, and I would literally treat this as a curry sauce. Do not be shy, but all over the lamb, all over the tureen. It's allowed that to sit and sink in. There we are, guys. Huge thank you again to the amazing, wonderful Aktar. Marinated roasted lamb rub with your spiced lamb shoulder potato tureen, raita, lamb sauce, pickled gem lettuce. Look, enjoy this. Wow, guys, what a main course. I really hope you enjoyed your lamb. We just ate it, the whole team actually ate it, and we thought it was absolutely insane. So hot, so flavoursome, just absolutely delicious. So yeah, if you want to try that in a restaurant, go straight to OP. I also just recommended I would slice the lamb into sort of thin slices, because the rub essentially is a tougher cut. The piece was beautiful if you like to make an easier job eating, or cutting the slices into thinner slices and spread them out. Okay, so onto your dessert, and this is one of my signature dishes from Adams. We did it as a transitional course between the end of the main course into the dessert. So fan of Adams, obviously myself, when I was working there, will recognise this straight away. We used to call it a Thai green curry. It's a sweet take on Thai green curry flavours. So you have a beautiful coconut rice pudding we season with a little bit of orange zest and Malibu. We also have some beautiful Alfonso mango, which with all the trim we blend down and mix that back with the mango themselves. Absolutely stunning. And then we have the Thai element, is a beautiful Thai cream, coconut cream. So it's equal quantities of cream and coconut, which is infused with all those Thai spices. So galangal, lime leaf, lemongrass, a little bit of chili, a bit of coriander, and it just gives us beautiful, beautiful sort of aromatic flavour, which essentially you recognise with a savoury dish, obviously as being sweet. Then we have some crispy wild rice as well, which is seasoned with salt and sugar, to add that little bit of texture on top. And then a lovely refresher is some mango sorbet. You'll have a nice little blush of mango sorbet. I'm going to do a nice little roche of this one for the picture. So I would recommend 100% to have all this at room temperature. There's no two ways about it. You can heat with rice pudding if you'd like to, but it's just so much more refreshing, especially after the heat of that main course. It's absolutely perfect. There's no dessert out there which is more perfect for this. So give your coconut rice pudding a nice stir. It's nice and thick, beautifully rich. We mix a little sort of coconut sabayon through it as well, so it's extra rich. This is for one person, so I'm going to spoon all that in. Absolutely loads of it. The majority of you will have sort of have pots of two, and then we'll taste it. Wow, I literally got it. Absolutely delicious. So delicious, it's got to be. Okay, so mango. This is for two again, so half of that in there. Also acts as a base, super refreshing. And then your rock drake sorbet on top, which I'll just do straight out the churn. Beautiful. Straight across. So never lose it. And then just in here is your whipped cream. Okay, so you whip that to super aerated. So Mike is laughing. It's super aerated. So please be careful. And then just literally just mix that in. And then on top, just give a nice dollop of this foam. Just on top, it will start to collapse over the rest of your dish. I haven't been shy of that at all. Do a couple of spoons definitely. And on top of that, the crispy rice just all over. And honestly, this would be an incredible finish. It's quite an incredible menu actually. I thought the main course was stunning. I thought it started with a beautiful intro and then finishing up with practically my signature dish from Adams is coconut rice pudding, Alfonso mango sorbet, Thai foam with your beautiful crispy rice on top. That concludes it, guys. You've obviously you've got a little treat as always. We've just mixed a little bit of cardamom through the fudge. You have obviously one each with that. Still recommend a little bit of Malton on top. Enjoy it with the tea coffee on its own. Another big thank you to Aktar for collaborating with us. A big thank you to all you guys who have purchased. I really hope you enjoy it. I'm ecstatic with this menu, absolutely ecstatic. Hope you are too. We'll see you same time, same place next week. No matter what tier anyone's in, the Dine at Home is still going strong. So keep supporting us, guys. We'll deliver to the lengths and breadths of the country, obviously courier or personally. So enjoy, have a fantastic weekend. Keep love, stay safe, and Dine at Home.